Incremental readings. I will cover the changes that I have done on the SuperMemo course, the pleasurable guide to SuperMemo, what is coming, and more or less so the content and the timeline. What's going to happen from now on in 2026 and so on in this channel, Pleasurable Learning. So let me start with the content. As you know, I had the pleasurable guide to SuperMemo, the fluency track, and the mastery track. This is no longer the case. And the theory, which is just a different subset, is just a playlist of the videos that are just for incremental reading, theoretical, without the SuperMemo layer. For the people who want incremental reading, all of the theory without SuperMemo, because you want to do it on RemNote or some other. So no worries about this theory. It was like this. This is no longer the case. What? Now it's like this. What's the difference? Is that this is sequential. So even if you want mastery, first you go to by fluency, you watch it completely, and then you move to the mastery. So in other words, remember it was like this. Hey, the fluency has 16 videos, the mastery has 55. But this one, so the mastery is a superset of the fluency, meaning it's exclusive. If you watch the mastery, you're not going to watch the fluency track. This is no longer the case. There are no longer subsets. Now there are cycles. So you do the fluency, the overview of this and that, the concepts, priorities, templates, subsets, the incremental reading flow, batch rescheduling features, pam. And when you finish this, then you go and start the next cycle. This is a lot more friendly for incremental reading. And you do this by incremental, even if they are just 3 layers. And that's the next thing I did. Is the fluency, the yellow, the mastery, the purple, and a new layer, that is the completionist. Why? Because when I do by cycles, then it makes a lot more sense. Not like before, that I know there's everything else left to know about templates. Here you go. Bam. No. So the rule of thumb is that fluency is just so you can use SuperMemo every day, like the language. But if you want something specific and so on, there will be some limitations. Mastery, you will be owning SuperMemo. If I want to do this, I know how to do it in SuperMemo. You just dominate the paradigm, also the toolkit, with all of the massive limitations, perks, tweaks, and there are. And then completionist is everything else that is diminishing returns. It requires a lot of stuff. For instance, secondary storage. If you don't ever use secondary storage, why you should care about that? What if I tell you a flow for incremental video, local video, that you can use with secondary storage, with Google on the cloud? So instead of doing a Git backup solution, you can still do the Git backup solution, taking out the videos that are still local, but are not actually local. It's because you have the Google Drive virtual in your computer. So SuperMemo sees as local, and it actually works when it's actually in the cloud. This is a very niche and a specific flow that requires a lot of videos, because you need to know what is the secondary storage, the pros and cons, when you merge collections or split collections, what happens with the secondary storage, the backup solution. So you go to a rabbit hole that not many people will ever need. Completionist. Nice. So then I have finished the fluency a few days ago, early December. This is the actual count. This is subject to change because I recorded yet one other video, and I need to record some other videos like the formatting, especially the beginning of the course, the first section, because now it goes by cycles. So what I said about the mastery, fluency, and so on needs to be redone, but it will be about 51 hours. The mastery, you see that it's bigger, but hey, I'm not starting from scratch. I already have done 340 videos. And I have about 1,050 pending and 200 more that are already ready. Meaning that I have the slides, if it's on a slide, or I have the bullet points of what to do to record the video, that I planned more or less the storytelling. And completionist, I don't even know. I just throw it in a list, not setting parameters in or labels, but I don't pay attention. It's like whatever else is left. And I'm not sure if I will ever do it. But at least now, the big news is that in 2026, I will be using the mastery. What has changed is that the scope of the mastery is not the same as what it was before, because it was the mastery and the completionist together. Even though it's about double the size, what's left? It's double size of what I have done for the fluency. Nice. Another thing is that I will still record by atomic videos the mastery track, but not so hardcore. For instance, when it's use cases, I will have the use cases in one single video. And if then I realize, hey, there's another use case, I may add it individually, and that's it. Why? Because use cases is one example that is arbitrary. One doesn't have to be first and the other second. It's just according to my criteria, this is the most useful to more people, or is the easiest to understand. There's some criteria of the order, but could be arbitrary. No big deal. So instead of very short videos, they will be short, but whatever they need to. Meaning that if I need 14 minutes, if I need half an hour, it will be half an hour, regardless of that. And I will do the same of what I'm doing now with the fluency course. That once everything is done, and has been proofread by a few users, by the playlist, because sometimes they report, hey, there's a video that is duplicated, or this video is meant to be the first and was the last, stuff like this. Then I will create the video, merged, so the video about priorities is just the entire section. And what I will do is that when this is robust, the videos here, atomic videos, will become unlisted, so I decrease noise in YouTube. One of the, I know I don't have many votes, only 6 votes, but people complain about no practice. I watch the video, but I try to apply the knowledge, and I know there's a missing G, but it was the maximum characters available. And there's organization. It's hard to find a specific video I need. And that's what I always reply to this. It's because it's not meant to see this through YouTube, that I go to YouTube, and here you go, here's one video, then another video, pam. This is not me, even my account, so this is not even personalized. There's nothing about SuperMemo here. So you know what I mean. It's meant to be done in sequence. What will happen? That if I only have about packages, registries, components, running flow, you cover a lot already. So this will be, the atomic videos will be unlisted, meaning that if you go by the SuperMemo website, or if I do it on my website, or from other place, or through the playlist, you will see it anyways. You can continue like this, and if you prefer, you can do the entire chunks, entire chapters. It will just take longer. It's like the manga, Japanese manga. I release by the chapters, and eventually you will have the tokuban, the books, but it will take a while. Same thing. This will always be public. So then in my channel, I won't have 3 or 4,000 videos getting a lot of noise because the titles are very similar to each other about SuperMemo and so on, through playlists. And it's a win-win. I reduce the noise, you won't be lost, because if it's unlisted, you're not going to see it unless you do by sequence. And it's how it's meant to be seen, by sequence, by playlist, or you will see it put together. And this last thing is just, for now, it's a working icon. So the thumbnails of the course, once they are merged together, they will have a logo, so you can quickly identify if it's for the fluency or the mastery. But still working on that. Nice. And remember that all of those videos, I will be using this t-shirt. That's why now I don't, because this is not part of the course. And let me just a reminder, I updated this. So for instance, you will have unlisted initial familiarization, the file course reaction, and everything I have done before from SuperMemo that is not from the course. That is when I was discovering this. Hey, now I understood predatory protection, or now I realized one of the mistakes I did with Mercy, I was sharing this as I encountered that. There was no planning. 362 videos, by the way, 83 hours. Will be unlisted because I want you to get the one from the course. That is higher quality, more structured. And here I will add the atomic videos of the course. And as you realized that it doesn't work. Look at this. The 16, the extracting, is one of the largest, about 4 hours, more than the priorities. Is the largest section, the section that contains more videos, 60. And I think because of that has the highest watch time of about 28. But if I get something else, like searching, but not limited to this, even the ones that have been for a few months, it's 2%, 5, 8, 10, meaning that almost no one is watching the entire thing. Even though it's just 50 minutes, the average watch time, it's 2% of that. So 1 minute and a half. People are not watching that at all. That's compared to this, 42%, 55, 45, 43. The reacts, events, milestones, and so on, different. Those are different playlists, but that they don't repeat, they don't overlap with videos. So you can see I'm on the low 40s or high 50s, more or less. I mess up with the fall course, but the fall course was already lower. And I see, okay, so all of the super atomic videos, I think it works better for me than for the audience. But even if I want to do this, I will still do it. Why? Because if I put it to YouTube, first, I have a backup. This is already massive. I have needed this already more than once. To recover a video from my YouTube channel because I lost, computer died, and I didn't have the full-fledged backup because the backup are in the terabytes. It's absurd. There are many hours of footage. It's more than I only have a few tiny sections. What is more recent from the few months, and it's more than 4 terabytes already. I cannot afford more. I max out. So basically, I will still do it, even if it's temporary. Then they will become unlisted. And keep in mind that I never send them to my subscribers. When I upload the video, I always check the box. So you only see it at maximum by suggestion of the algorithm, but not on your inbox and any feed. And again, this has been the Incremental effort. So I will do the mastery, as I will hint in the other video about the timeline, not in the same priority. Now it has been on my first priority, meaning I sacrificed my own SuperMemo usage to do the course. I will continue to do the mastery, because I have already done something, albeit not much, and I will continue, but not in the same intensity. So, at the worst case scenario that I don't get donations, in the sense that pay what you want for the fluency, while I will do the mastery, I will still have a second chance to do the paid stuff, the paid extra for the fluency. If I don't get enough, the mastery will need a few years, because it won't be my priority. It will be my third priority. So if you want to see the mastery track, or you already have a lot of value of the fluency, either hire me off tutoring or donate, or it will be less likely you will see that. That's all for now about the content, upcoming content of the course, and not my channel, because my channel will have something else that you will see in the video in the corner about the timeline. That's all for now. See you incrementally.